everybody. A lot of people ask us what we do for our water.
So today we're going to show you how we haul water from our J station,
which is the community well. Let's go.
Today we'll be using a 275-gallon IBC tote to haul water. We're going to put it in the back of the truck, but sometimes we'll put it on a trailer where we can haul more. Water gets pretty heavy, so when it's in the back of the truck we'll just use one tote.
Now we'll drive down to the J station, which is our community well, which is about 6 miles away, and fill this up. I think the pigs are coming to say hi. Are you nice pigs? The pigs came to check it out. Okay, leave me alone, piggies. Yikes. So this part is really easy. All we have to do is pull up to the J station, grab the hose, put it inside of our water tote, turn it on, and wait for it to fill up. At this rate, it only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to fill up the water totes.
So this is our J station. See how it's kind of shaped like a little bit of a J? It's tied into our community well, so we can come down here and fill up our water totes and haul it back to our lot. So convenient for us until we get another solution in place.
Okay, so the next step is going to be to transfer the water from this tank to that tank.
We purchased this IBC tote cover to keep it dark inside the tote. This will help keep the algae from growing. We also put a little bit of Clorox bleach in there to also prevent the algae growth. So we've got an adapter for the tote to be able to convert this over to a normal garden hose. Eventually we'd like to hook up to some bigger hoses to make this transfer faster. But for right now we're just using our standard little pump and a garden hose.
So hose from the tote to the pump. And a pump from the valve
To the tank.
to the tank. How's it look?
Still a little green stuff in there,
And then we hook it up to the power source and rock and roll. And now we just wait for it to go from one tank to the other.
So this little pump will pump 3.3 gallons per minute. The totes will hold 275 gallons. We're not all the way full, so we probably got at least 200 gallons in there. So what are we looking at? At least an hour to pump it all out?
Yeah, an hour at least.
Yeah, that's 180 gallons.
Yeah.
About 200 gallons every hour.
Okay. You can do a little pump. I hope we don't wear out the pump.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's why we want to get a bigger pump to pump it faster.
Yeah. One that can handle just a little bit more. Yeah, it's going to take a little while. All right, so that's how we haul water, but people also wonder about our other water situation.
So we actually have 1.7 acre feet of water here in Utah. You've got to actually have water rights in order to drill a well or do anything along those lines. So we did apply for 1.75 acre feet of water.
With the division of?
Water rights.
Water rights? Is that what they're called?
Yeah. And
division
then
of water rights. Okay.
That would allow us to drill a well if we can afford to do it. But wells are super expensive right now. We're hoping they'll get a little bit cheaper. Then we might consider that. And then we've also looked at options for rain catchment. Either way, we'd probably install some bigger tanks. A lot of people up here will haul water into like a 2,500 gallon or a 5,000 gallon tank, so that they do have to do a bunch of hauling, but then they just transfer it all in, and that'll last them for a couple months. And then we're also looking at catching rain in one of those big tanks and being able to use that. So haven't finalized any of our decisions yet, but
Nope.
we've got some options. We can do
Yeah.
a well, we can do water catchment,
And
and
continue
we
to
can
haul
continue
water.
to haul water. So
Yeah, there's options, but yeah,
water is definitely something very important.
super important.
This water we don't use for drinking. We could, if it was cleaned up on our totes that we're transferring stuff. We mainly use it for washing dishes, washing hands,
Showers.
those types of things. So
We bring these 2 5-gallon igloo containers for water that we use for cooking and drinking. And then we have usually just lots of other water bottles hanging around that we bring up with us. We usually freeze them ahead of time so they act as ice packs and coolers, and then we leave them up here when we're done so that there's always some drinking water here when we get here.
yeah, that's kind of what we got going at this point.
Yeah, so that's kind of the situation with the water. That seems like most people have been wondering about. If you have more questions that we didn't answer about the water, let us know and we will try and
Answer those questions.
yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, you guys.
Have a good one.
Bye.